Hey everybody, welcome back to D-Zoned. I know, it's Wednesday, surprising. We're going to be doing an extra one this week. Just because I'm feeling nostalgic. And possibly because I'm not really sure what else to do. Anyway, here we go. DMTPA_2. Seems like it might be a conversion based on a little _2 thing, but I don't know. That's hard to say. No text file. For music, we have Baron's Province by Jimmy and Hellfire by Junichi Nakatsuro. Oh boy, my Japanese is worse than my anything else. Alright, here we go. 35 enemies, not too shabby. Okay, well I can't exactly grab that just yet. Nice little marble hellscape, not bad. Barrels, go to the door, and I wonder if I can just walk around and snag that. Like, if I'm very careful with my movement, I can probably grab it from here and not have to go all the way around. Let's just give that a shot first. Nope, a little bit too much. I'm just not sure what I'm going to end up with if I go over there. How about if I just go vertical mouse movement off and then, or on, and then... Oh no, it's too far in. Never mind. Down we go. See that? It almost looks like it's taller than this, but if I get enough speed, I might be able to... Yeah, there we go. Classic overthinking. Let's move on, shall we? I don't trust that. He says as he walks through it anyway. So this probably leads around here, yep. 5 enemies, but there doesn't seem to be a whole lot going on. Did that lower? Okay, that lowered that, nice. How about this one? And that, This is weird. Oh, that's marked as a secret, but it's not going to be easily possible to tag that. Whoa, what did I... Oh, I forgot to hold down strafe. I'm trying to SR50 so I could run onto that. Oh, well. I'll give it another try at some point. With the help of the rewind button, just so I can tag all the secrets. Actually, if I hit it again, it might just put me on the sector. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't have to mess around. Nifty. Alright, so we got that. Already got a secret. Hallelujah. You know, I gotta say, visually, not bad. It's weird there's that split between the thing, though. Still not entirely sure if this is a conversion or not. It's hard to tell. I gotta say, though, that little split there does make that arrow look really neat. Yeah, I'm kind of digging it, actually. One of those maps that's kind of just... I don't know if there's really much... I don't know if I'd say there's much to it, but... You know... Kind of hoping to grab his weapon. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Glad it didn't get crushed. Oh, and we're just back here. Okay. It's kind of a small map. But let's just go. No. Nope, 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 nope. So if I go here, I should be able to go up. Okay. Yeah, you just have to approach it. Hi. Thank you. Really? Alright, that's it. Oh god. I love when that happens. Come on. There you go. Oh, jeez. Just don't want to jump down there and immediately get chain gunned because don't really have a whole lot of health. So we'll just wait for them. Why not? Yeah, it kind of seems like, yeah, things got taken care of. See, that's the second super shoddy that I've gotten, which kind of leads me to believe that this probably is a conversion. Because if I remember correctly, the converter actually replace... Oh, yeah. misaligned switch. This is definitely a conversion. There's just too many signs between it replacing all the shotguns and all that good stuff. Repeated texture there. Okay, so that doesn't open. Well, not like that anyway. Yellow key there. Kind of liking this compact layout though. And there's the mystery arch file. Alright. Oh, thankfully it's not on that ledge. That would have been exciting. Alright, you need to calm down. Wait, what? And he is not easy to hit, I gotta say. Also not liking that shotgunner being able to just snipe me. Am I... Okay, there we go. I couldn't really get any positive feedback as to whether I was hitting him or not. And there we go. Okay, so I was hitting him quite a bit then. I'm just gonna go ahead and snub the chainsaw as we often do. Alright. Yeah, give me. Much better than the chainsaw. I want to grab the weapon. Alright, there we go. Well, at least that's going to be the only Archie McVile. That kind of helps. So that's, I'm kind of leaning towards that probably being raised somewhere else. Maybe in that, excuse me, in that yellow key room. I guess we'll find out. Now, of course, the question is, where's the yellow key? Sure, we'll find out sooner or later. There's also that little area right there, which I'm thinking is probably going to be... No, haha. Classic overthinking. TB. Probably author signature, I'm assuming. There we go. To make sure I didn't skip over that, because that would have been just catastrophic. Yeah, I think that's it for this area. Not seeing any switches, just wanted to double check. Just make sure these aren't tied together. Alright, they're not. So it really seems like that's probably... Wasn't there a... Oh yeah, that just leads down here. So I got both the secrets. Now, how would I get in there? Very curious. Also, still no sign of a yellow key, which I find most disturbing. Okay, it's not that disturbing. Oh wait, there's a thing on the side here. Odd that... Okay. Huh. I mean, at least that shows up on the map. It's still not my favorite way of hiding a key, but, you know. Slightly different texture. Could be better, could be worse. Only somewhat obscure. So that, I'm assuming, probably led the way over to the exit. So if we swing over here, do we have a lift? We do. So what about the last two kills? Okay. I mean, at least it's not a death trap. That would have been horrendous. Although kind of an odd place to put your one and only chain gun. Because, I mean, remember, being a conversion, chain gunners were not in the game. Alright, well that wasn't wasn't bad. Still not a fan of the way they hid the yellow key, but like I said, at least it's set up so that it would actually appear on the auto map. So, I mean, it could be worse. But yeah, kind of a nice tight layout. I think if it weren't for the yellow key, it would probably, just for the overall just intricacy behind a lot of the map, it would probably get, well, like an 8.5. But I think just because of that, I'm going to bump it down to an 8. Just an even 8. It's not bad. Had a lot of fun with this. It's just kind of amazing the way the author was able to use the space. It had some nice little visual touches as well. Like, it wasn't a bad looking map. A few little texturing issues here and there, but I mean, that's kind of... Texture alignment was very kind of raw at the time, or automatic texture alignment rather. So yeah, not too shabby. I actually quite like that one. So let's go ahead and re-roll the WAD Nation and see what we get next. Woody! Alright, we got a text file for this one. Woody by Jeff Phillips. Replaces map 1, new graphics and sound, no. This is a fairly difficult WAD file. We'll see about that. It took me about 3 weeks to make. I think you'll like it. It has the Cyber Demon, Spider Boss, and the final enemy. It also has every gun except the BFG 9000. It is pretty good for deathmatch, although I made it with co-op in mind. So, yep, BBS advertisement. There we go. Something, something, Oklahoma. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. For music, we have Sadistic Remix by Jay Reichard and Stage 3 theme from Journey to Silius by Naoki Kodaka for the intermission. So here we go. Woody. Well, this seems appropriate. Well, I would say that this is difficult for being an RNG fest. And if you drop down onto Hurt Floor. Yeah, when you don't have armor and you're dealing with hit scanners, every single one of these shots does 5 to 15 in multiples of 5. So, and with the shotgun, you can only interrupt, or, well, you only have a chance of interrupting this often. So, it's not a good combination. I mean, I guess if you take a few deaths to learn the layout, yeah, see, like right there. If you don't know that you have to jump that far, there's also enemies down below, so I can't just jump. It's great. It's great. Okay. Honestly, this is probably... Honestly, I would have started the level with a chain gun if it were me. So I think one of the few times also where I would have given the player an arrow. Because, I mean, seriously, how are you supposed to know any of this? I like it so that, like, I think the ideal thing, and I think some might disagree, it depends on, I guess, your mapping philosophies. I think that's... No, that's a great, never mind. But I think it's going to depend on your mapping philosophies. But I think, personally, that you should have a chance at completing a fight on a first-time playthrough. Doesn't mean it needs to be easy, by any means. However, I think when you have a situation where you basically have to throw away life after life just to get through, like, what is on paper a very easy fight. I mean, if you're going to have a fight that you need to actually learn, it should be like an actual combat puzzle, right? Like, I don't think anyone's going to say, oh yeah, I beat every single fight in Stardate 20XD6 on my first ever go. No one's going to say that. However, it doesn't feel cheap when... Okay. Yeah, well, I think this is going to be a better way of describing my thoughts. If I lose a fight when I'm playing Stardate, I don't feel cheated. I feel like I'm learning. In a situation like that, yeah, that's just kind of silly. Granted, I'm very well aware that combat in Doom was not as evolved during this period of time. But I don't know, just playing through that, it doesn't feel good. It's like you're surrounded by enemies. You have no obvious path. It just feels like that could have been done better. Blue key. Also unmarked key doors. That's, alright. Well, I don't have any keys, and I'm surrounded by key doors, so now what? Kind of feels like the author needed a bit of a refresher on what constitutes decent levels of difficulty. Yeah, that's just a translucent great texture. So where the hell would you find the keys? Unless you have to just take a dive, I don't know. Because I don't think there's any way that I can move on from here. I think the other thing too is, like, in a situation like that where you surround the player by hit scan or with hit scanners, armor really goes a long way if you want that to actually be a completable encounter. Well, I guess we're going to be rewind spamming. Oh, okay, so this is a actual lift. Okay. Also gave me a full load of rockets with no rocket launcher. That's, thank you. Except this is too close of a range for a rocket launcher, so why? This isn't exactly what I'd consider legitimate difficulty. Alright, so you have to go to the side area, there's no other choice. And then just jump down the staircase of bloodfalls. Yeah, this is a bit on the raw side, isn't it? Alright, red here, yep. So, what is this and why do I have no room to move? How many archviles are you going to throw in the room? I assure you, this is not as cool as you think it is. Okay. Gotta say though, it is an unusually bold move to have multiple archviles in a single room with no cover. In this old of a map. Okay, we're just rewind spamming. It's either that or saving a whole lot. Almost willing to bet that the thing that was slowly lowering in that other room is probably one of the boss enemies. Yep. Yeah, he hit. How did he not fucking die? This is ridiculous. Alright, anyway. I guess you can always run out of the room with those archviles. But that's just... This is a little silly, I gotta say. It's like when you kill all the hit scanners, it's just... There's no remaining challenge. Yay, plasma. Is there anything up here that's actually worth a damn? No. Alright. Well, come to the ledge. Still, okay, there you go. I was gonna say. This should, there we go. Alright, well at least you got those. I don't know if I trust those teleporters. And I'm also thinking that this is probably, right in here, going to be something nasty. Bloop. Oh, unlabeled key doors. My favorite. Oh, okay. Okay, so at least we got a backpack now. So you pretty much have to flee from the archviles into that previous room, which has some unknown enemy in it. And if it's one of the boss enemies, that's like way too close quarters for that sort of thing. Why are there keens? Okay. Yeah, so about that. Need I say more? Really? Can you just walk? Oh, you fucking asshole. So, okay. I mean, it doesn't really help because I'm no closer to getting the key. Okay, whatever. What's in here? Well, okay, so... Just why? Why? I mean, I guess on the bright side, at least I can fight the cyber demon in a more fair environment? Because I can just lead him out of that room? Oh, what? Did that center platform raise up? Or did I just... No, I think you just have to legitimately SR50. Okay. Which means that's probably not the intended way, but whatever. I'm fine with my borderline modern play cheatiness. Nope, don't close. Can he just not leave that room? Jeez. I mean, this is kind of dumb by today's standards, let alone back then. Right. Seriously, no one would be able to do that. Not in 1995-ish or whatever. I mean, okay, people would be able to do that, but still, that's not reasonable. That's not a reasonable challenge. I mean, it's a thing. Usually if you have, like, cyber demon fights that are in that close, or, like, close quarters like that, players usually have better weapons to deal with it, or something, some other gimmick. Now, what on earth... Like, okay. Why is there... Hold on. Rewind. What's back here? Uh-huh. Yep. Alright. That's fine. This is fine. I mean, I have enough cells for the... Yeah. Alright. And now this is way too easy. It's just... I don't understand what the author was trying to do here. So it's like you have a cyber demon fight, which is just utter BS, and then you have a spider mastermind fight where all you literally have to do is just hold down the fire button for a while, and just due to natural RNG, like random spread, she's not going to be able to hit you. I don't get it. This map has some okay ideas, but just in general, it's just not... Like, what is this? Just in general, it's just not very fun to play. Oh, I don't know if I was supposed to be able to just grab that or not, but I did, and that's good enough for me. What on earth? Also, fun fact, the enemies aren't going to be able to telefrag you here. Did I kill him already? I can't really tell. No, I didn't. This does take advantage of explosive behavior, or explosion behavior in Doom that the author probably didn't intend, so that's kind of neat, I guess. Oh my god, this is taking so long. But the enemies aren't actually going to be able to telefrag you if one of those spawn cubes, land, so that's kind of fun. This is honestly the... Yes, they're not even telefragging each other. Let's just clean up a little bit, and actually no, why don't I just let them stack on top of each other? That seems like it'd be way more cruel. Yeah, he's dead. Pretty sure, yeah. Ooh, that was a slog, man. I think the... I'm trying to think of just the exact... I mean, there's like some things. Like, I could see it being pretty doable in co-op outside of that Cyber Demon one. Like, even in that room where there were the multiple archviles. Because it's so easy to misdirect an archvile that... yeah, that wouldn't really be an issue. But the problem is, in single player, there's no guarantee that you are going to be able to get them to stun. And right when you walk in the room, you have 2 archviles on you. It's just kind of... I don't know. It feels like it was maybe a bit too heavy-handed for single player. I mean, it's definitely doable with, like, if you know where everything is, especially if you know where the hit scanners are, because they're 9 times out of 10 going to be the thing to take you out. But, I don't know. It's just... It doesn't feel... Like, it's challenging, yeah. I'll give it that. But it's not, like, rewarding in the same way that, like, a modern map is. I mean, granted, a lot of mappers were still feeling kind of getting their footing at that time, especially when it came to doing more advanced combat. I don't think this is it, though. It just kind of feels like there's maybe a little bit too much trial and error here for it to be really all that enjoyable. And then when you do kind of figure it out, it's just a little bit too easy. Then you have other things that are just completely thrown off, like the Cyber Demon being in way too tight of a room, and then the Spider Mastermind being an absolute joke. Because, I mean, there's ways of using the Spidey where, you know, she could do a lot of damage to the player. And you can kind of see what the author had going on. Like, you had that arena with all the little death pits in, which not really a mechanic I agree with in cases like that, but, you know. It's, like, you could tell the idea was that you were supposed to stay on, like, the somewhat narrow walkways while fighting the spider, but at that point you have the plasma rifle. It's, like, guaranteed. And they give you a huge pile of cells. Like, there's 900 cells, like, on the ground there. So why wouldn't you just stand at the door and shoot at the spider? The spider can't even move. So, I don't know. It's, like I said, decent ideas implemented poorly. And, I mean, again, you know, like I said, I already gave the spiel about that being the adventurous time. I don't need another comment telling me that I didn't know how things were back in 1994. Grumble, grumble. But, yeah, like I said, it just hasn't... It didn't age well, that's all. I think it would be more fun in co-op, though. I'll give it that. And not just because you have another person, but just because, mechanically speaking, it, I think, would translate better. So, that's all. I think I've said my piece. As for a final rating, I'm going to go ahead and give this... I don't want to be too unreasonable. I'm going to give it a... I'm going to give it a 5.5. Maybe a 6. Let's go with a 6. So I think there is still some fun to be had with this. It's just, I don't know. I think there's a lot of aspects that could have been done better even back then. But because I mean, you figure by this point we're probably in the age of TNT and kind of getting close to the Plutonia era. So I don't know. 6 feels about right though. But I think the only thing that I probably would say should have definitely been addressed, that probably wouldn't have even felt right then, was just the opening. But, yeah, you know. Give the player a reason to move around. Make it a little bit more obvious. Because, I mean, it's like you look at even, like, Italo-Doom and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, that has similar openings, but it gives you a very obvious way forward. Even if that's also really dumb. Okay, anyway, for real though, I'm good now. I'm over everything. So, yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.